Hey everyone, so for solo queue tip of the day number 7, what I'm going to be covering is how to dodge correctly. So I'm going to use a example of a game I played today, and I actually show the 3 different types of dodging in the first 2 minutes 30 of this game. So let me quickly run you through these. So first of all, you get to have the first type of dodge, which is the step back. So I'm going to go over them all first, and then I'm going to kind of break them down a little bit. So here, Casio actually hits level 2, and she's going to start walking at me soon and look for a Q. And this is the most common, that's the most common form of dodge is the step back there. And here I end up getting hit by it. That's the second one, how I dodge to the side. And you'll see the third one here in a second is where you step towards them. So they're the 3 basic forms of dodging. And now I want to actually go back and kind of break them down a little more. So, so here, first of all, what you see most rookie people with, I guess, just getting into the game, their default reaction to dodge is to step backwards, and this will only get you so far in League of Legends. So if we do this, what you'll realize is when you verse a lot of people that have skill shots, what they'll do here is they'll notice when they're in distance, um, you've stopped still to cast your ability like that. And so what they will see is, okay, during this moment they're standing still, I'm going to walk up and I'm actually going to throw my Q just behind you like this. And or even actually, if I go back just a little bit behind you, and what this is actually going to do is then, because your default reaction is to then walk backwards after you throw your Q, it's going to pretty much always hit 100% of the time. So this is what you see in like gold, platinum, and it's a really bad habit to get into, and it's actually quite hard to break. So the second form of dodging you'll see here is the sidestep. And the sidestep's this one. So the sidestep is the next form of dodging where it's a little bit more advanced. So when someone walks up, they're either going to throw it behind you, or they're going to throw it at you, or they're going to throw it slightly to the right or slightly to the left. And a really good habit to get into, because majority of the time people are going to try and throw it in a straight line, is to dodge side to side. And here, um, I end up kind of dodging to the side and dodging this miasma right here. So this is, I guess, a really, really solid way instead of dodging back to front like this. Dodging side to side is a lot more effective, and especially when you know you gain the confidence to play a little bit more aggressive. You're not just going to go up for the default backwards dodge. So lastly, there's the most complex form of dodging is the walk forward like that. So, this is more advanced, and you only see this mainly in like high diamond. Is that when you're versing skill shot champions, this is for Syndra, sometimes for like Zillion, all these other champions. Um, again, when you're in range of these champions, like this, again, their default reaction is to throw again a little bit behind you. And the more advanced, as you get a better read on your opponent, what you're going to actually realize is, okay, since they're going to throw it here, I'm just going to walk forward instead of walking backwards. And what this is going to do is that it's going to catch your opponent off guard, and it can be a really easy way to get your poke off at the same time. But this one again works once, but then you need to start switching it up. So first, you may do the uh, you might do a backwards dodge, and then next you do a sideways dodge, and then you do a forwards dodge. And then once you've kind of understand the way they're throwing skill shots, this is what I recommend is you start to see their trend. Oh, they start to throw it to the left a little bit. They start to predict where I'm going. They're not throwing it on top of me. And then sometimes you can just stand still. And it's like when you verse blitzcranks. Sometimes you verse blitzcranks when they like to throw it slightly above you or slightly below you, or some blitzcranks literally just throw it where you are. So you can kind of start to read and use these dodging patterns to guess where they're always going to go. So, um, to summarize here, what I think is a really good habit to get into is mix up between have the confidence to be able to sidestep, have the confidence to be able to step towards, and if they are trying to then getting used to your movements, then maybe you can go back to your default. But again, you need to start getting out of the habit of just purely standing backwards like this. All right. Hopefully this is a short one today. I had a long day, so I just wanted to do a quick one. Hopefully you really enjoyed this, and tomorrow I'll be pumping out more videos. Stay tuned.